back to Welcome to Espanola. It's time for men's basketball here. It features Nelson against the Northern New Mexico Eagles. Former Lobo Steve Davis. I'm Sebastian Noel. The Warriors come in fresh off a national championship, a national Christian college championship. So naturally, after a team like that, there's a lot of new faces on this roster for Coach Abert.
I tell you what, yes, there's a lot of new faces, and they've moved on. I mean, it's a credit to his program. I mean, they're actually moved on, but they're playing in Division I right now.
They played Fort Lewis. That's a tough team, right? We know what they bring to the table in the RMAC. We know the style they like to play, and the fact that that game got into the hundreds and they were able to hang a little bit despite the pretty big loss. I mean, that shows you a lot about them.
No, it really does. I mean, this is a quality team, quality coach coming in and playing in, northern New Mexico. And I tell you, this is a very active fan base right now.
For first-year head coach Michael Dominguez here at the helm of the Eagles, they got that first win out of the way on the road. Now the homecoming. They're shooting it an incredible 46% from three. I spoke to him in his office earlier. He doesn't think that can continue very long, but right now they can ride some hot perimeter shooting.
Well, that's how they're going to stay in games and win games, is by the shooting of the deal, and then develop their posts as the season goes.
But he's got a couple of go-to guys, one of them being Jaquan Hill. Has played almost every minute of the last couple of games. He's getting a lot out of the guys he expected to get leadership from.
And Hill transferred from Highlands, came to here, so he's been played, knows what is expected of him on the court.
Size-wise, they don't have a lot. Coach Dominguez said that could be the key to the game today. Can he keep his bigs out of foul trouble, and can they guard that post position?
Well, I think that's going to be the key because of what they bring to the table coming in.
We'll have the opening tip between Nelson and the Eagles when we return to Espanola.
4 or 5 generations, we've been building New Mexico. That history is in every repair we make. Today, we're United Plumbing LLC. We're still local, still family-owned. That means professional expertise. And knowing you'll always get honest service from a skilled technician. We're committed to doing the right thing for our neighbors. That's the United way. Call United Plumbing today for your free quote.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters.
All right, let's meet the starters here. First for Coach Nicholas Abert. Zoe Holman is a 5'11 junior guard out of Camden, New Jersey. There's number 2, Orlando Gonzalez, a 6-foot senior out of Phoenix, Arizona, by way of Mesa Community College. Taryn Ross, number 4, is a 6'8 senior from Victorville, California. Karan Bailey is a 6'8 senior forward from Brooklyn, New York. The final starter is Wyatt McKay, a 6'4 sophomore from Phoenix. He played at Western New Mexico last year for Coach Bunker. That's the 5 starters for the Warriors. Let's look at the home Eagles starting lineup here. And what Coach Michael Dominguez lines up here in his home opener. Jayandre Leak is a 6-foot sophomore from Laurinburg, North Carolina. Jaquan Hill, a 6-foot junior from Albuquerque. He was with Coach Dominguez at New Mexico Highlands. He's a former New Mexico Gatorade Player of the Year. Jaquan, we talked about him pregame, playing a lot of minutes right now, major contributor, especially with TJ Sanchez not yet available. There's number 20, Jesus Mendoza, a 6'2 junior from El Paso, Texas. The guy that's really been just filling up the score sheet is a 6'3 junior from West Valley City, Utah. That's Harkarath Makar. A couple of 30 pieces to his name. And then finally the 6'8 senior from Montego Bay, Jamaica is Kevin Jameson. KJ going to be called upon to man the middle tonight for Coach Dominguez. And more importantly, Steve, stay out of foul trouble while doing so.
That's a big issue right now. That's a big concern of the Coach Dominguez against these Nelson Warriors.
Final huddle for Coach Dominguez, who grew up around these parts. He's from Espanola, played his high school ball at Capital. He was the head man at New Mexico Highlands before coming here to Northern. He leads the Eagles in their first home game tonight against this squad from Nelson. And we mentioned they were the National Christian College National Champions last year. And as you could imagine, some turnover on that roster. When you win a title like that, you guys are going to be hitting the portal pretty hard. Division III, Division II, some NAIA transfers, some changes on the roster. And the tip's controlled by the Eagles, but then it goes out of bounds. And it's an early turnover. It'll go right to the Warriors. It's going to count as a possession and a turnover because that was deflected through the Eagles.
And Northern's going to start off in a little 2-3 zone, check the ability of the outside scoring of the Warriors.
Gonzalez over to Holman. That's Bailey. Karan gets it back. They swing it.
The Warriors averaging 87 points a game, giving up 81 points.
Ross puts it on the deck, pivots left, no. And the rebound's pulled down by Kay. Makar triggers the break. Working at the timeline here around the screen from KJ. They want to get Hill. Mendoza on the dribble spin. Tough fadeaway. Middy's good for Mendoza.
I tell you what, he's been unconscious so far this year. I mean, he's just done an unbelievable job of scoring.
He's another one of those guys playing a ton of minutes right now, 30 minutes a night. He's averaging just over 12 points.
The depth is the big concern of the Eagles for 40 minutes and foul trouble.
Baseline cut off nicely by Mendoza. On a kick out to Holman. So he drives, kicks it out to Bailey. Karan will drive inside. Little floater, that's no good. Just beat the shot clock and the rebound's yanked down by KJ. Hill wants to get him into the offense. Hill on the floater, lefty. It's money for Jaquan.
You couldn't have a better start than that. The first 2 field goals go to Northern. Right now, the Warriors need a score.
Right now, this is a stat you don't see very often this early in the season. Jaquan's averaging over 40 minutes a game. I mean, there was an overtime game, and he played all of it. So he's averaging 41 minutes a game. One-legged fadeaway there for Wyatt McKay.
A great shot right there, and a great plus for the Warriors.
He played some limited minutes for Coach Bunker at Western last year. Coach Bunker had a weird substitution pattern at Western, so you never know when you're going to play down there in Silver City. Catch and shoot, Mendoza hits a three right over Wyatt.
I'll tell you what, his confidence, he shoots 300 to 400 shots a day.
That's just as many as you, right, Steve? Gonzalez gets it back left wing. Ball standing still right now. Now they get it into the high post. Defense collapsed. 3 set of hands slapping down. A wild drive, and KJ rips down the board. Leak gets into the front court around the screen from KJ. Working to the foul line. Head fake dribbles. Kick out. Mendoza wants one from this side. Yes! Both sides for Mendoza.
You can't leave him open. I mean, he's just that good of a shooter.
8 points from the junior from El Paso. The Warriors already sending a sub to the table. Calvin Windley waits to check in. Inside, point blank look. KJ altered it.
Look at this move.
McCarr on the drive. Looked like he got hit on the way up, and he's heading to the foul line. That foul's on Ross. Let's take another look. This is the drive for Mendoza. And there's the threes. Hot start for Mendoza. Free throws coming here for McCarr. 72% foul shooter, 13 for 18 on the season. Hits the first. Steve, he leads them with scoring, 27 points a game.
You know what's amazing about him is I watched his practices, and he's just out of nowhere, just become the leading scorer.
A couple of 30 pieces early will do that for you. Windley, the junior 6'2 guard from Peoria, is checked in for the Warriors. Nice find inside to Windley. Working on the pivot. No, got his own miss. Good contest, just straight up and down by Jansen, the 6'10 freshman from the Netherlands, has checked in for Coach Dominguez. He did a nice job just staying vertical there, Steve.
He's a work in progress. The more he gets better, the better Northern's going to get.
Karan going to work. He lost it on a travel. It's a turnover. 10-point lead, Eagles early. First half, 16:31 remaining.
Little pressure right now by the Warriors.
That means Jaquan probably going to get this ball.
You know what? They got many players that will bring the ball up.
Just token pressure. They back off now. McCarr gets it across. Leaves it for Mendoza, who's off to the hot start. Mendoza dribble, thought about it. Head fake back out to McCarr. He's got a nice set of moves, too. Look at that dribble there. Off balance. That may have been partially blocked by Bailey.
Great second effort right there. Just everything going Northern's way.
Put back for Leak.
Warriors need a basket. They really need a basket on this possession.
This zone getting to him the ball.
It's really frustrating.
Spin move and a beautiful spin. The left hand for Terran Ross. The lead's 10. Jaquan will bring it across the timeline around the screen from McCarr. Downhill. Good closeout by Ross. Jaquan steps back short. And the rebound's pulled down by Windley, excuse me, I beg your pardon.
Look at that, they're pushing the ball.
Some pace, a little tempo, and a travel. Too much pace, turns it over. Let's take a look at this replay here.
The conditioning is going to be big for the Warriors. I mean, they played Fort Lewis on Saturday, drove here.
McCarr. Fort Lewis, a team that will take some energy out of you, just the style of play. Jaquan Hill wants a three. It's money from the corner.
That's what they do. They shoot from the outside. There's no big secret. They like to put threes up.
Diego Sharp gets set to check in at the table. Three from the wing is up. It was off balance. McCarr pulls down the rebound. Wanted to trigger the break. Now he'll reset.
And the Eagles are doing a great job of one possession. They're not letting the Warriors get 2 and 3 second efforts.
Jaquan swings it to Mendoza. He'll fire a three from the wing. No. Battle for the rebound, and the loose ball comes down to Bailey. Karan going to go 1-on-2 here. 1-on-3 now. Waits for some help.
Bailey's the key right now. They need to get him some offensive touches.
Quick three. It's good. Holman, they needed that one.
I know he's going there. You got to get up.
Now full court pressure.
The Eagles' lead is comfortably stayed at 10. Mendoza back to the big Hill, baseline. Gets to his spot. Look at that. Just too easy for Jaquan Hill. 7 early points for Jaquan.
Big concerns for Quan. He's been playing a lot of minutes.
41 a game. There's only 40 in a regulation game.
Ooh,
Turnaround jumper for Karan Bailey.
Call his name and he answers.
The senior from Brooklyn, that's his first bucket. It's a 10-point Eagles advantage. So we're coming up on 13:39 to play. Mendoza. Gets it to his big. Oh, the big Netherland. No. The Flying Dutchman couldn't connect. Ross was the trailer. Holman inside, nice spin, and then a foul. It's a late whistle as Taryn Ross is heading to the free throw line. Watch him again. Boy, I don't know, not much there. It's immediate timeout in Espanola. It's a 10-point Eagles lead.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Well, Steve, Coach Dominguez thought maybe his team couldn't keep shooting 45% from 3. He's right. They're shooting 75% from 3.
I just going to say the same thing.
3 of 4. It's been a great offensive start for the Eagles. Free throws here for the senior from Victorville.
Let's see if Mike changes up that zone a little bit because,
And the free throw is good for Ross. Victorville, I think that's up north, just outside of. No, they have another. No, I beg your pardon. That's Ernest, who's from up north in Pittsburgh. It's just outside Antioch. Ross hits the second. 4 points for Taryn.
3-possession game at this point.
McCarr gets it over to Jaquan Hill. Hill working. Gets it to Diego Sharp, who just checked in. Diego found some space, had it blocked. Taken away by Holman. Got a foul in the backcourt. Not what you want if you're Coach Dominguez. Diego had a shot blocked, and then he commits the foul on the way out. Compounded the mistake. 19-11, 12:59 to go in the first half here in Espanola. Hot shooting start for the Eagles, 64% from the field. It's on 7 of 11. Gonzalez gets it back over to Holman. Zoe looking. Now Karan Bailey. Bailey working against Hill. Bailey, turnaround. Oh, tough.
Well, Bailey's one of those go-to players right there. This ran for him, and he was determined to shoot the ball.
That's a tough assignment for Jaquan. Jaquan's 6 feet, 6'8" is Karan. Sharp. He's had a nice start to his campaign. Diego looking, almost traveled with it. Kick out, 3-ball. Yes, nothing but nylon for McCarr. That's the 4th one for the team.
They like to shoot the 3. They're going to see it all game, and that's going to be the key for the Warriors. Can they defend the 3?
Reverse layup on a strong take for Windley.
Tell you what, great move right there. Just great presence of mind with his body to finish.
Hill around the screen. Gets it out to Adam Montoya, local product. St. Michael's, who just checked in. He'll fire another 3. No, that one was contested.
Might have been a little bit ill-advised.
Bailey, who did a nice job getting his hand up. Look at the space he covered on that jump stop through the lane, but the bunny was no good, and Sharp clears the rebound.
Warriors just slowly getting back into this game after that great start by the Northern.
Well, I think that has coincided with Bailey getting going. Left-hand floater, no good. Skying in for the athletic rebound is Windley.
This big defensive stop for the Eagles right here. They really don't need them to score.
Bailey for 3, no. And the rebound's cleared by Windley. Inside, left-hand hook shot, no. Rebound for McCarr. They got what they wanted there, though, from Ross, point blank. McCarr around his man, floater, no. And then there's another strong rebound for Bailey.
You know, both teams been playing really great defense right now, limiting each team to 1 possession.
Inside, and Windley's heading to the free throw line. Found the soft spot in the Eagles' defense. And I know the scouting report from Coach Dominguez talked a lot about keeping these guys out of the paint, taking away the dribble penetration.
Big concern, and right now, they're starting. What's the Warriors are doing right now? They're getting in a little bit of a rhythm against this zone, and they've cut the lead to 6 with 10:29 in this first half.
One more free throw for Windley. He hits them both. The substitution here is Chase Pavey, 6'2" junior from Peoria.
He was fun to watch in practice today. He's got a little bit of energy to him.
22-17 Eagles. A lead which was comfortably 10 for most of this first half. Mendoza lost the handle. Has to chase it down. Hill working around the screen. Oh, look at that. Pick and roll action. It's taken away. There's Bailey on the kick out.
Great ball movement right now, making the defense work hard.
They had Bailey open. They didn't get it to him, and there's a whistle. That Eagles foul. It's going to be on Jaquan Hill. That'll take us to a timeout. 22-17. Eagles' advantage is shrinking.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hi folks, Marley Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
it back to Espanola. Sebastian Noel, former Lobo. Steve Davis on hand. 9:51 in the half. The lead is cut in half. It's been as much as 10, down to 5, and it's been Bailey. Karan wants it back at the top of the wheel. Kicks it out. Hesitation from Pavey. Now a good close out in the corner by Montoya. 5 on the shot. Working. Left hand finish. No. And the rebound's yanked down by Kevin Harrison.
Great rebound right there by Harrison.
Montoya gets it over to Mendoza, who's the high scorer.
Offense a little bit stagnant right now in the last 2 or 3 possessions. They need a score here. And they got it. Oh, they rimmed out.
Huge rebound as Sharp comes skying in from the rafters on the offensive putback.
That was a much-needed basket right there to stop them. A little bit of a run that we're seeing by the Warriors.
Bailey inside. Karan so strong on the finish through the contact. That's a half dozen for Karan Bailey.
I'll tell you what, he's tough.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, isn't he, Steve?
Yeah, he's athletic and he's plays within himself. Look
Long
at this.
3, yes, sir. Hot start continues as a third long ball for Mendoza. He's the first to double figures.
Great answer for
Bailey. Kicks it into the corner. A 3 to answer. Yes. That's Holman's second 3 out of the corner. And a nice find from Bailey.
Right now, Warriors finding their rhythm and Highland doing the same. This is just an up and down tempo game.
A good game breaking out here in Espanola. Mendoza gets it back to Hill. Now Harrison. Money gets it over to Sharp. Sharp working. Karan took it away. Look out in transition.
He's going to go all the way, too.
Against 2, he steps through cleanly, and he's heading to the line. But they started cutting their lead as soon as Karan Bailey started getting comfortable, Steve. He started establishing himself in the game, and Karan will head to the line. A couple of free throws here to further cut into it. 8-minute mark here. They're mopping up a wet spot here before Bailey can attempt his free throws. 6'8". He's been a matchup problem for everyone on the floor, really, hasn't he?
I think he's a matchup problem for anybody they play. I mean, he has all the tools to be great.
Free throws no good. Couple of subs here. McCarr will check back in. And then for Nelson, it'll be Windley and McKay back in. (27-22) at the 8-minute mark. And the free throw is good for Bailey.
Full court pressure again, but they really haven't run a trap. They just, let's play man-to-man full court right now.
Hill leaves it for Mendoza. Mendoza goes around the screen from McCarr. High floater, and it rattles in. What a start for Mendoza. It continues.
He's showing that he can shoot from the inside and from the outside. A great bunny, mid-range shot.
Nice kick out to McKay. The 3 is good on a beautiful find from Karan Bailey.
Now it's becoming a 3-point game. Now each possession becomes more valuable as this game moves forward.
Mendoza gets it over to Hill. Around the screen from Harrison. Hill going downhill. Kick out. A 3 ball for Montoya. It's short. Offensive rebound for McCarr. Finds Money in the corner. Hill's 3. It's good.
It didn't rim out on him. It finished it. So much needed basket right there. Great answer by Hill.
10 points for Jaquan as the iron was kind to Hill. There's another drive on another strong take for Karan Bailey.
What a great athletic move right there and a great finish.
Watch it again on the replay as Bailey's on the verge of double figures. No answer for Karan Bailey off the dribble right now. 6'8", 200 pounds, Brooklyn, New York.
What a great find, huh?
Free throw's no good. 32-28, 4-point advantage. McCarr. Mendoza swings over to Hill. Around the Harrison screen. Kicks it out. Not quite ready there for the catch and shoot with Leak. Mendoza. Mid-range. Boy, he hasn't missed much, has he?
No, he really has. This is another big defensive possession for the Eagles. They need to stop here.
Fadeaway three, no. Battle for the board. Jaquan had it for a moment and then stolen underneath. And the lay-in for Windley.
What a great rebound, great finish.
34-30, 4-point advantage. Hill almost lost it. Jaquan gets it back, thought about the three, surveys the floor, swings at Mendoza. He's been the hot hand right down Main Street. Too strong off the glass. It'll stay here. Harrison was battling on the glass there inside with Ross. This team has good size. Ross 6'8", Bailey 6'8".
Well-rounded team. So far, though, they haven't been able to tie or take the lead.
Mendoza's been a big reason why. Hits another three. That's 4 long ones for Mendoza.
Can he do this for the whole game?
He's got 18 points in the first half. It's a 7-point Eagles lead. Now they get it to Bailey, who got bumped off his spot, and he's headed to the line. Decisive first step by Bailey. Free throws coming. Second foul. Charge to Harrison, the freshman from El Paso. It's going to force Coach Dominguez to bring Jansen back in off his bench. First a couple of free throws. Bailey's 1 for 3. One more free throw here for Karan Bailey. And he hits them both this time. 37-32, coming up on 5 minutes. Leak, working, turnaround, nice shot inside. Second bucket for Jayandre Leak. 39-32. Good movement as it swings. Now they get it back to Bailey. Fadeaway and one for Karan.
Tell you what, he's one of those players that just can take a game over.
So how do you stop a guy like this, Steve? Watch it again on the replay here. Wasn't much on that foul, but Jansen just slapped right down on him. But it's immediate timeout. When we return, it'll be a Karan Bailey free throw.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sebastian Noel with former New Mexico Lobo Steve Davis. Karan Bailey's at the line here. He came into the game averaging 18 points on 53% from the field, and he's approaching 18 at halftime already. Bailey has been lights out. This is a place he struggles. He's a 50% foul shooter. And that one rolls off. It's a 5-point lead.
You know, well-played game. Only 2 turnovers for each team. So this has just been really well-coached, well-played.
McCarr goes around the screen. Kick out. 3 ball. Oh, unconscious first half for Mendoza continues.
21 points with 4 minutes left here in the first half.
5 from distance for Jesus. There's a 3 to answer. That's no good. Offensive rebound inside for Windley. Windley fadeaway over McCarr, no. And then he goes crashing in and commits a foul. They'll get Calvin Windley on the foul. He was frustrated after the missed jumper and then commits the foul.
Tell you what.
I'll tell you, Steve, all this hard work could be undone. The Eagles have a chance to restore a 10-point lead, which is what it was early in the game.
I mean, they're just shooting at a high percentage.
McCarr around the screen. Driving, passing, not ready for the ball. You know, if you're a big guy and you're not ready, they're not going to give it to you anymore. Jansen wasn't ready at all.
Great point right there.
Gonzalez kicks it back over to Windley. Gonzalez, hesitation, but then he catches it, shoots it, and drains it. First bucket for Orlando Gonzalez.
You know, that was a great catch and shoot right there, and it took him a while to get his confidence to take the shot.
And there's an unforced turnover by Jaquan Hill. Substitutions coming here. It's Harrison back in place of Jansen. So I asked the coach one time, you and I both know, so why don't you ever play with the big guy? And he said, well, big guys can't catch. I'll just take another guard out there. Stuck in the air.
A lot of truth to that.
Bailey almost turned it over. Now they'll initiate the offense with 18 on the shot.
But the shooting efficiency of both teams is outstanding.
Hill wrestled it away for a jump ball, and the arrow's going to the Eagles.
Nelson in the last stats, 50% from both the threes and Dylan. 57% from the twos and 63% for the threes for Northern.
Yeah, that's been on Mendoza's hot shooting. And there's Mendoza committed a foul. No, I thought they called that on Mendoza. What did they call there, Steven?
I missed it. I was doing stats and.
Oh, sorry. Inside, a late whistle and a foul on Holman. So he didn't like that call. First on him. Third team foul. Jaquan inbounding. Gets it back. Hill gets it to Leak. Out to McCarr. Now they'll reset with 13 on the shot. Harrison going to set that screen. And they're going to say he was moving.
Here's an interesting thing. You look at it. There's 9 fouls on Northern. And there's only 3 fouls for the Warriors. And you would think because they're playing man-to-man defense, the zone, there'd be less fouls.
Inside, there's that man again. It's Karan Bailey.
He's just relentless.
Is he going to be an auto double team in the second half, you think?
Yeah, I just.
Leak shovels it out to McCarr. Working against Windley. Back to Leak. Around the screen from Harrison. Thought about it. Had his man in the air. Mendoza, that was a heat check there. Rebound, Karam's out to Gonzalez. Coming up on a $140. There goes that man. It's Taryn Ross on the two-hand hammer. Coach Dominguez pops off the bench in disgust as the lead is all the way down to 1. Watch Ross just take flight.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back with Steve Davis, Sebastian Noel here in Espanola. Out of that timeout. I'm not saying it's easy to guard a 6'9" big man, but that was a breakdown there. It led to the timeout for Coach Dominguez. There's some water on the court. Yeah.
Well, like I said, this is a well-played game. I didn't get the stats, but it's, you know, the turnovers for both teams is just very, very small. 2-2 early in the year, really just a great matchup.
How about this quick run, though, for the Warriors? The Eagles were on the verge of pushing that lead right back to 10, and instead it's all the way down to 1.
Yeah, in a minute and a half.
So this, dare I say, is an important possession here.
Need a basket is what you're saying.
They got Jansen back in there.
And he
threw it away. Here's Windley in transition, lays it up and in for the lead. Jansen threw it away carelessly, and it cost him the lead.
This is where Hill's got to take over. He's got to insert himself.
Mendoza, his hot start pretty much erased. Leak 3, yes, rattles in, stops the bleeding. Jayandre's third basket.
I'll tell you what, great shot right there. The timely, not any better time than that one.
Under a minute, 2-point lead, Eagles. Holman, 3 ball for Gonzalez, no, and the rebound for McCarr. They can get a quick 2-for-1 if they want it. Doesn't look like it.
No, I just don't think. I think you just do what you've been doing.
Here's Leak. Leak downhill, got bumped, kick out, and he threw it away.
Timely turnover gives an opportunity to tie or take the lead with 25 seconds.
Germani Ernest, 6'2" freshman from Pittsburgh, California. Parents lived in Brentwood, which is just outside of Pittsburgh, and Antioch, a little further up into the Bay. So, beautiful part of California that Ernest came from. 17 on the game clock. Shot clock is shut off. Well, it's too old to shut off, but they're not using it. On the drive, fadeaway, and a tough one, and it rolls in. Aggressive take for Windley, right over Jensen. 1 to shoot. They won't get one
tied up.
Well, it's kind of fitting that this game would be tied at the half because it's been that kind of first half, hasn't it, Steve?
It really has, and it's kind of, you know, the tempo that both teams want. They like to score in the, you know, the high 80s and the low 90s, and we're right there for the second half for, you know, both teams to score in the 90s.
The hot three-point shooting of Mendoza and Hill versus the inside presence and the attacking athleticism of Karan Bailey and Calvin Windley. It's been exciting to watch back and forth, 2 different styles.
It's been great to see, you know, both teams. And the question is, you know, you always ask me this question is, you know, can Northern shoot like they did in the first half?
57% shooting from the field for Northern, 55% from the field for Nelson. It does not get much closer than that. We'll take a timeout, come right back to Espanola after this.
Falsetto looking right. Oh, across the middle, intercepted. At about the 45. rumbling, stumbling, and it's the fullback with the interception on the other side. Not easy to bring down in a huge play. Edgar Medetta.
Penn Cook drops back. Runs out of real estate, throws it. Watch out, intercepted! Mac Cash.
Number 7. Dow is left. Has a man completed. It's a touchdown. And Dow, the sophomore. 22-yard touchdown pass.
Maybe at halftime. Play action pass. Penn Cook throws it. Intercepted. Ryan Gunn.
Gonna go for the 3. Here's the kick. Oh, that's good. I can see it from here. That could be a game winner. Wow.
Play action pass, fires, gets his receiver, breaks free, watch out. This could go all the way. It does. Touchdown, Zach Corona. Plenty of time on the play clock. Pass. Breaking free, watch out. Here we go. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Manzano. Aiden Erickson.
Melendez to the left, over the outstretched arms of the defender, complete to Lopez. Stays inbound, cuts inside, and it's a touchdown. 33 yards, Melendez to Lopez.
Penn Cook turns around, hands it off to Mitchell. He takes off tackle, untouched once again. Watch out, he's going to go to the end zone. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Lowers the shoulder, and Mitchell takes number 3, Jaleel Dixon, into the end zone with him. And that's going to be a 36-yard touchdown run. Receivers split out one-on-one. Price once again. Oh, the ball gets knocked out of his hands. It's free. This looks like this could be defense picked up. A trail of blockers. See you later. Touchdown, St. Pius. Number 19, Joaquin Aragon.
For 5 generations, we've been building New Mexico. That history is in every repair we make. Today, we're United Plumbing LLC. We're still local, still family-owned. That means professional expertise. And knowing you'll always get honest service from a skilled technician. We're committed to doing the right thing for our neighbors. That's the United way. Call United Plumbing today for your free quote.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice.
Halftime here in Espanola, Steve. It's a tie game fitting. You know I'm me. I'm a potential worrier. I'm always glass half empty guy. I'm a little worried that if the threes stop falling, that we can't guard Karan Bailey and Calvin Windley. They've combined 10 of 16 for 25 points. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, if they don't hit the threes, 3-2s, and they get, it's mathematics. It's real simple. I mean, the threes have kept them in the game, and they shot well. The question is, can they shoot that well for the rest of the game?
What do you do with Bailey? Unstoppable. I mean, the free throw shooting is the only Achilles heel for Bailey. He's missed half his foul shots. But I don't think Coach Dominguez has enough depth to just keep sending him to the line. You can't go hack-a-shack on him. What do you do to try to slow him down? Is he going to draw an immediate double team?
Well, I don't think well, I think that's what you're going to have to do eventually. But here's the thing about the Warriors is how they haven't lost their composure. They just kept grinding it out, kept grinding. They play in their game, playing their style of their ball game right now, and he's playing the numbers that you can't shoot that high a percentage on threes. So,
what's Coach Dominguez talking about in the locker room? You know him well. I mean, 9 of 14 shooting probably can't continue from the perimeter. They've gotten a huge first half out of Jaquan Hill and Mendoza. What do you think Mikey's talking about?
Well, I think he needs to change up, either change his zone up a little bit, because what we're seeing with the Warriors, they figured it out. They know how to get to the rim. They know they're hitting their outside shots. When will he change his defense up a little bit and see if he can catch them off guard?
How are they getting to their spots, Steve? I mean, has it just been individual ISO play for them, or have they gotten into some soft spots of the zone when they've been in it?
Well, like I said, they've been moving the ball. Okay, they've been penetrating and doing those things, and then you're just seeing some great athletic baskets. 2
turnovers for Nelson, 6 turnovers for the Eagles. You're not going to see much cleaner basketball at this level than that. 2 and 6 turnovers.
Especially this earlier in the year. I mean, both teams are ecstatic on the turnovers part of it, but you look at Northern. I mean, they haven't lost their composure, and they've been very steady. They haven't, they got down double figures, and they just kept methodically working out. And Coach didn't call timeouts.
Right.
He let them play through those.
And they did. And that's kind of when you have the leadership of Jaquan Hill on the floor, you can afford to do that. Hopefully for our sake and for our viewers' sake, it's just as high a quality second half, because this has been a pleasure to watch in the first half. It's execution at a super high level.
No, this is great basketball. I mean, this is for this early in the year. I wasn't expecting this type of basketball, both on the girls and boys side.
Tied at the half. We're back to Espanola when we come back.
Quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Back at Espanola here for what we hope will be another high-quality half, tied at 45.
This position is so big for Highlands. They need to stop, because, and you know how I feel. You've been doing enough games with me. The Warriors haven't led in this game. And if they make a basket here, just puts so much more pressure on Northern.
There's the guy, Bailey, on the ISO. Look at Bailey going downhill and back to the line. There's no answer for Karan Bailey.
And then, you know, Northern went, what, man-to-man?
Watch this. Harrison, blow by, and then Leak, he didn't have his heart in that one, did he? Scooted out of there at the last second, and he's Bailey heading back to the line. I'll tell you what, it's been so much isolation and good isolation, just 3 assists on their 18 makes. It's been iso ball, it's been dribble penetration, and you knew that was the scouting report coming in.
Isn't it amazing how those scouting reports that they do is so close to what the game you're going to see in a game? Now, like I said, the thing I was scared about happened. They took the lead. Now there's a lot of pressure now for him.
With Bailey at his next bucket, he'll reach his season average already. McCarr quiet for his standards. They might need him to get going in this half. On 1 of 4 shooting, just 5 points for Harkarath in the first half. That's uncharacteristic as he's been going off.
Man to man, can they? You said ISO. Let's see if they get the ball where they want, down on the blocks.
They get it into Ross. Ross spins free, left hand. It was a beautiful move.
Just didn't finish.
McCarr for 3, steps into one.
That's a big time shot right there. I mean, under the pressure, and, you know, they take the lead. This game could be as good as the first half.
Both of his field goals have been 3s. There to get into Bailey.
It's a great game to announce, but a terrible game to coach.
It's an
a lot of nerves
for Bailey. That's a rare misfire. Hill driving, spinning, left hand, no. Tapped back to Gonzalez.
Got to get back in transition.
Numbers. McKay, he's got hacked on the way up. Wyatt will head to the line. Two fouls already, and it'll send Wyatt McKay to the free throw line. It's quite an adjustment for Wyatt to move from Silver City back to beautiful Phoenix, Arizona.
No comment.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were running for mayor of Silver City anytime soon.
You know, we represent the state of New Mexico.
Free throw's good for McKay.
You want him to stay in the state of New Mexico.
Well, it's a homecoming because he's from Phoenix before heading to Western to play for Coach Blocker. And now he's moved on to Nelson. A couple of free throws for McKay. 49-48, 1-point lead for Nelson. The other half of that unstoppable duo, Windley, is at the table getting set to check in. I mentioned it at halftime, Windley and Bailey, a combined 10 for 16 from the field. That's unguardable. Free throws coming here for McCarr. And he hits.
I think you're correct. They're unguardable for the talent that the Northern has.
3 for 3 at the foul line, 72% shooting from the line for the season is Harkarath. Ross will step out of the substitution. We get some blood here? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I think that has to be it. I think McCarr might be bleeding. And the trainer will, they're a little blood on the jersey, so they'll get that. You know, they got an eye for those kind of things, Steve, a keen eye.
Well, just being careful what they do.
49 all here. He is the foul shooter, and Coach Dominguez does not want him to come out, obviously, so. Nope, the cleanup job was not good enough.
No, they're going to let him stay. Good.
Okay. I thought they were going to force a sub here.
They might after the shot.
Yeah, So one more free throw for Hakarath, McCarr, and he hits them both, and then he will sub out in favor of Diego Sharp. He'll head right back to the back to get that looked at. 50-49, 1-point lead Eagles. They're doubling Bailey, it looked like. This time he sets the screen. Nice kick out, catch, shoot, splash for Holman. That's his third long ball.
And it's a big defensive stop for the Warriors, and it's a must offensive play for the Eagles.
Zoe on 3 of 4 shooting from the perimeter. All 9 of his have been from distance. Sharp drives off the window. No, it just rolls off, and the rebound's cleared by Winley. They're picking up Bailey now at half court already. There he is. Yeah, you need a denial. Bailey, he likes that mismatch, doesn't he? He's going to get whistled for an offensive foul here. Kind of pushed off when he didn't need to. He was already by his defender, Montoya. Watch it again on the replay. This is just doing a little too much here. Yeah, that was unnecessary. He was already past his man, and Karan gave him a little forearm shiver. Here's McCarr. Under the legs, and a turnover right to Windley. 52-50, chance to go 2-possession lead for the first time for the Warriors. Gonzalez drives, kicks. That's McKay working against McCarr, who threw it away.
It's unconsidered. We're seeing a lot of turnovers here in this beginning of this.
Just 2 turnovers in the first half for the Warriors. You talking about something that can't continue. That's pretty rare, 2 turnovers and a half. Hill will inbound, get it over to Mendoza. Back to Jaquan. Swing it over to Montoya. Montoya leaves it for Leak. Leak splits, kicks, extra one, deflected, catch, shoot, 3-ball, no. And Gonzalez on the board.
Got to get a stop here.
McKay off balance on a wild one, and Mendoza rips down the board. Here comes McCarr, a little bit of a pickup game breaking out now.
Well, the 16-minute mark. Now this almost becomes a possession game early.
Working, spinning, tough fadeaway. The roll, no. Montoya was on the end line. It'll go the other way.
Northern needs some life. They need a little bit of life right now. Playing good defense, but they're not getting anything on the offensive end.
Holman gets into the front court around the Bailey screen. Gonzalez puts his head down.
Now this is where the ISO's coming in, and the Warriors are stagnant.
Oh, look at that drive, but the finish was not there. On the kick out, Holman, he's been unconscious. 4 threes from the junior from Camden.
I'll tell you what, now they're answering with threes, which they didn't shoot well. I mean, they still shot well, but not on the same efficiency of Northern.
On the drive, Leak lost it on the way up. He's fouled. He's heading to the line. Chance to score with the clock stopped here, and a foul's called on Zoe Holman. That's Holman's second. I wonder if coach just said at halftime, hey, put your head down and go to the rim. These guys can't stay in front of us, because that's what they're doing right now. And it's been tough for Northern to guard this dribble penetration, hasn't it?
It really has, and this team's very composed. I use that word, composed, and haven't lost their composure at all during this game.
Empty trip to the free throw line. One more, a lane violation. Bailey was called on the violation. How does the most athletic guy on the floor commit a lane violation, Steve?
Good question.
Right?
I've been lost of words.
55-51, 4-point lead for the Warriors. That's a double dribble, yep, and it's a turnover.
Well, the press was causing a little bit of. You caught it though.
Yeah. That's Holman.
You know, I use the word right now, and is
Still
Northern needs some life. They need something good to happen.
Feels like they need a bucket.
Yeah.
Sharp, head fake, got his man in the air. Now he'll fire. No. Battle for the rebound. It's ripped down by Windley.
Tell you what, Windley's athletic too. You know, he's
6'2" junior from Peoria, Arizona. There's Bailey. Karan going to work. That's a mismatch. Oh, McKay underneath. Bailed out by the whistle. I'll tell you what, Bailey's a pretty good passer as well. I don't know if that was on the scouting report. Right? Like, he's found some teammates. McKay will head to the line. Nate Bradley, senior from Rancho Cucamonga, getting set to check back in, or check in for the first time here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Hill hasn't scored this half, has he?
No.
They got to get some point protection from him.
Dodge a bullet there at the free throw line with McKay. 56-51, 5-point lead. Here's McCarr, gets it to Hill. Now over to Leak. Back to McCarr. McCarr working on the switch. A lot of dribbling here, too much of it. The kick out to Hill. Jaquan for three. No.
Got his shot.
He can get up there for the board, and he gets it. Now Montoya. And he took it away. Look out, here comes Bailey again. Karan Bailey, he's at his season average already. It's the largest lead for the Warriors. It's 7 after the Bailey jam.
See if Mike calls a timeout and settles his guys down, because if they take this will be up a 9-point lead, 10-point lead.
He's going to go to the bench as well. Jordan Duda will see his first action. There is a timeout on the floor. The lead is ballooned to 7 after a Karan Bailey jam.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Hi, my name is David Nieto. I'm the owner of Black.
Well, remember at halftime we gave out those shooting percentages, Steve Davis? At halftime, Nelson was shooting 55% and Northern was shooting 57%. Since then, the Nelson percentage has stayed the same, gone down 0.5%, but the Northern percentage has dipped all the way down to 47%. It's an ice-cold start for Coach Dominguez's Eagles in the second half. And how about the night for Bailey, just continuing on 6 of 10 shooting, 15 points. That's an air ball pulled out of the air.
Not what they wanted out of a timeout. They just not the shot that they wanted, and the Warriors are just done a great job of just grinding things out.
There are mismatches all over the floor based on athleticism. And the mid-range jumper's good for Bailey. Everything falling for Karan tonight. Eight of 12 shooting, 21 out of that timeout. So that's 23 points on 9 of 13 shooting. They need one here. Almost forced the contact there, did McCarr. He had a cleaner look than he ended up taking, Steve.
Yeah, now they're looking, what you said, mismatches. They got the best two players on one side of the court.
Catch, shoot, Holman. No, a rare miss. Warriors ball. Now all the 50-50 balls going their way as well.
Like I said, there's no energy or no life right now in Northern's team.
And they look gassed a little bit out there too, Steve.
They've been playing a lot of, like you said, as starters have played a lot of minutes.
There's Bailey. And the foul's on Sharp. Coach Dominguez didn't like that call. Bradley, who just checked in, gets it back to Windley. Windley working in the painted area. Oh, look at that. Rebound ripped out of there by McCarr. McCarr gets it ahead of Mendoza. Spots up for a three in transition. No.
Not even close.
And then Sharp fires it off the backboard. He was trying to dive in for the rebound. 60-51. That's a 15-6 run to start the half for the Warriors. And that spanned 7.5 minutes.
Alley-oop. Oh, he just took it. Oh, wow.
Windley will keep it himself.
This thing could get out of control here.
Duda gets it over to Hill. Jaquan hasn't been involved much in the second half. Kicks it over to Sharp. Sharp back out to Jaquan. Open one. He's got to take that. He was fouled. Third foul on Holman. Let's take a look at this replay here. Little hesitation. It ends up drawing the foul, but Jaquan usually fires those immediately. Now he'll head to the line for three. Jaquan's a very capable foul shooter. 64% is low for his standards. Just 11 trips to the line thus far, though, early in the season.
Much needed baskets, right now. They're really struggling to get anything positive on the offensive end.
Jaquan hits all three. 62-54, 12-10 to go.
Full court pressure.
And there's a lot of black jerseys back.
Turnover.
And the Eagles force a turnover. Hill going downhill. Jaquan is all the way. They need him to start asserting himself.
I called him out, and he's answering right now. He scored 5 points in the last two possessions.
Windley down Main Street. A little out of control. No whistle as he was all over Duda. I mean, he almost crashed down on him on the board.
There's some life right now, and it's all because of Hill.
McCarr, Mendoza begging for the ball in the corner. McCarr didn't find him. And then a travel or a foul. Which did they get? They never saw the foul, so it's a travel, and the ball's going back to the Eagles. Watch it again on the replay here. McCarr. Yeah, that's, well.
Sharp got away with one right there.
Eagles catch a break. Hill will inbound. Underneath. Chance to cut this down to maybe as much as, or as little as three.
This is huge for Northern right now.
Duda, head fake, back out to Sharp. Calling for a screen, it doesn't come. He'll fire a three. No, that's blocked by Bailey. Body language not looking great right now. A lot of Eagles talking to each other out there. Well, it was free-flowing and they were all on the same page in the first half. They're starting to ask some questions of each other now. Mendoza back to Hill, hesitates, fires, and he's fouled. They'll get Pavey on that foul. They'll send Jaquan back to the charity stripe.
And you got to love what we're seeing with Hill. You know,
He's got to take over. His team needs him right now, Steve.
Yeah.
11:09 to go here, 62-56. Jaquan's been perfect at the line so far.
And Mendoza's been very quiet here in the second half. I mean, after the great start he had in the first.
(62-58), 11:06. They forced him to get rid of it on the double. They get it over to Bailey. Bailey, a three. Oh, what can't Karan Bailey do? He adds a three to his repertoire.
And that's the shot I wanted him to take. I mean, just the feeling. He just look
Hill
at him
taking over, and he's going back to the line. That's the money we know, right? That's the Jaquan we saw in all 4 years of high school. Whenever his team needed it, he would get to the free throw line. He's going back there now.
Yeah, now at the 10-minute mark, he's got to take this game over.
It's important for him to score with the clock stopped as well, because he's not coming out. He's playing all 40 minutes of this game.
It's a great point right there. Get a little bit of a rest, take your time at the free throw line.
McKay and Ross will check back in for the Warriors. Adam Montoya will head back out there for the Eagles. Since Steve Davis questioned Jaquan Hill, 8 straight points. You've always been the master motivator, Steve. Make it 9.
I mean, you know, he's got people back in Albuquerque listening to this.
65-60.
You know, make Coach Brown happy.
Yep, that's a backcourt violation. Gonzalez was never established. It's a turnover, Eagles basketball.
And since he's taken over, a great timeout right now by Warriors because they're not in sync at this moment.
Timeout, Nelson. The Eagles are starting to chip away.
Hi, my name is David Nieto. I'm the owner of Black and Silver Services. We are an HVAC contractor here in Albuquerque, and we're a proud supporter of ProView Networks. And we do sponsor a lot of kids here in Albuquerque locally, and we're hoping for a great season. And if you guys are interested for a free HVAC quote, you can call us.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Welcome back to Espanola. I know you're staring down at that stat sheet, Steven. It's ugly.
Well, you know, the only positive thing is they're 10 for 11 for 90% on the free throws, and that's what's keeping them close to the 6-point game or 5-point game.
2 of 14 from the field in the second half are the Eagles. So they're right in it in a 5-point game. Hill, downhill. Jaquan at the rim with a finish.
He's taken over. He's doing what he did when he won those state championships.
11 in the half for Jaquan. 3-on-1 ends with the blown layup inside. But cleaning up his own mess was Karan Bailey. Bailey's hot night continues.
You know, it's Bailey and Hill right now. I mean, this is what.
3. No. Strong rebound. Montoya able to get it to Sharp inside.
Great rebound and great presence of mind to get Sharp wide open on the block.
67-64, lead down to a possession. Timeout on the floor. Don't you go away.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Welcome back to Espanola out of the timeout. Under 10 to go in regulation, 67-64 Warriors.
Yeah, but you look at the stats, they're very similar except for the shooting percentage here in the second half.
Look out, here comes Bailey inside.
You just can't leave him alone. He's that type of player.
Karan Bailey with 24. Hill knows he has to match it. A lot of contact, no whistle, but the layup's good for Jaquan.
You know,
jumped right into the chest of Taryn Ross.
I called him out, and he's stepping up, and this is just too easy.
Ross spinning inside at the rim, he missed. Ping-pongs around in there, and Montoya comes away with it. Mendoza, who's been absent in the half, gets it over to Hill. It's been Jaquan on every possession, and they've needed it. Jaquan kicks for Sharp. Sharp drive out of control. Throws it up. That's as bad as a turnover there.
That was ill-advised shot right there, a little bit.
Bailey on the heat check. No. Rebound Sharp.
And Sharp makes it up on the defensive end.
Here comes Mendoza. Open look. 3. Oh, that would have been huge. It comes out.
They can't buy a 3 right now.
And then Mendoza lost it. Here comes Bailey in transition. Karan feeling himself right now. Off the window. Nobody wants to step in front of that poster. 26 points for Karan Bailey. 71-66. Hill. McCarr. Back to Sharp. They know they want to pick on Sharp when he's handling the ball. Montoya fakes, Euros, throws up a wild one. Sharp's been active on the glass. And Diego's hitting the line. He does all the little things well.
Yeah, it seems like Sharp's always in the right place at the right time, and he just does, and you said it, does the little things to perfection.
He'll head to the line. Bailey in the backcourt wants some water. He's not coming out of this game, I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you, the Warriors, what a great job they've done on Martinez. He's not getting any looks at all.
Mendoza, you mean? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
right?
Mendoza, yeah.
Yeah, he's absent second half, you're right. One more free throw. These are huge. Free throws are single-handedly keeping them in the second half. Second one's no good for Sharp. 71-67. Bailey wants it.
Oh, almost got it.
Hill went for the steal. This could be trouble. Then he almost lost it again on the dribble, and he did. Montoya thought about a 3. No look underneath. Diego, he's got to get out of trouble, and he does. Dalen Moyer's checked in for the first time. Stolen away.
Oh, he misses.
The
he blows the layup.
Is no good for Ernest. Moyer shoots a 3. Short. That'll stay here. The rebounder was out of bounds. Ernest with his foot on the end line. Leaks coming back in. He'll replace Sharp. Timeout for Coach Dominguez. 7:23 to go in regulation. The Eagles trail by 4.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Welcome back to Espanola. Sebastian Noel, former New Mexico Lobo. Steve Davis, 7:23 to go. Let's reset the lineup on the floor for Coach Dominguez right now. It's Jaquan's out there, of course, with Leak, Dalen Moyer in his first action, Makar, and Montoya in the corner. Into Makar. Working against Ernest, fadeaway, no. Montoya inside, and the rebound's taken away by Bailey. Sure they're going to want Karan on that ISO here in a minute.
Need to stop here. Really need to stop.
Montoya.
No movement by the Warriors right now. They're playing just like you say, ISO ball right now, and just trying to get something off the dribble.
Gonzalez, no. Wrong guy off the dribble. Bailey never got a touch. If I'm coach right now, I would want Bailey touching the ball every possession.
Just like Northern would like Hill
right.
to touch the ball every possession.
Here's Mendoza. They've got to find some of his fire in the second half again.
And I called him. I called out Hill. Let's see if Mendoza will listen to me.
Here's Ross. So get it back to Gonzalez.
Like I said, this is just becoming an ISO game right now.
They're doing a nice job denying Bailey. Skip it over. McKay finds the open man. At the end of the possession, it broke down, and Ernest with his first basket. Moyer. Dalen working, gets it over to Leak. Back to Hill.
Oh, they have it. Here it is.
Mendoza, can he re-find it? No. And the rebound from McKay.
Much needed basket right then. Missed opportunity.
Gonzalez working against Dalen. Kicks it into the corner for Ernest. That's at the rim and a foul. It'll send Ross to the line. That foul's on Jaquan Hill. Windley getting set to check back in with Holman. Those could be the closers for the Warriors if they're not careful here. Holman 4 threes on his card today. Windley already in double figures on the glass. This could be trouble here is what I'm trying to say, Steve.
Great point. You know, Mike's going to have to use his timeouts very wisely right here, rest his guys, and see if they can make one run at him.
One more free throw here for Taron Ross.
You know, the thing about the Eagles so far is, you know, that's an 8-point lead. They've always made a basket.
The three was the first half equalizer.
We called it out. They just, look at this. Here it is.
Hill, kick out, Leak for three. No, and a rebound. Another one for Windley.
You know, what's the old saying? You live and die by the three. And
that's Calvin's 14th rebound, cleaning up the glass. Gonzalez, top of the wheel. Kick out to Bailey. Gonzalez. Oh, that's just...
That might be the dagger.
Painful.
That could be the dagger right there.
Both of his buckets have been threes. The lead's 11 on 5:11 to go. Hill trying to answer. No, Jaquan doesn't want to go quietly.
I tell you what, that was an unbelievable basket to answer that.
16 and a half for Jaquan Hill, but he has not had any help. 78-70.
That's well said. You're exactly right. He has had no extra help.
Warriors actually starting to use some shot clock now with the lead. Windley downhill against Hill. Inside Ross, left hand hooks an air ball. And the rebound's pulled out of there by Jaquan. He got it quickly to Mendoza. Back to Hill as he gets it into the front court.
Hill,
he thought about it. He might just have to, Steve.
I agree. I mean, he's hot.
Jaquan going to work. Kicks it into the corner. A three. They need one.
They just can't buy a three by anybody.
But the rebound was lost by Bailey. Three. Straight up. No. Another miss for McCarr.
They're getting their opportunity. They're just not taking advantage.
Trouble for Gonzalez here as the pressure's on. They get it ahead to Bailey. Karan kicks it over to Holman. Three is short. Rebound Montoya.
Well, I just thought that was in.
8-point lead, under 4. Hill.
Pull up and just take over.
Might have to. McCarr head fake, no. Mendoza. Step back, no. Boy, that's just been ice cold from the second half. Now Bailey. Gonzalez. Offensive rebound, another board. 15 rebounds for Calvin Windley.
Oh, they're running clock. No movement right now by the Warriors. They still have an opportunity.
3-11's awfully early to pull the plug. And there's a foul. You want to keep attacking.
I agree.
That foul's on McCarr. And it's the final media timeout. 78-70 with 3:08 to play in Espanola.
Hi, my name is Arthur Apodaca, owner of Regulator Protective Services. We're in the business of protecting you, your family, and businesses. I proudly support the youth sports of Albuquerque.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel Apodaca. Carolyn Apodaca gives it to Apodaca. He finds a lane. Hero hand off to Apodaca. Touchdown.
Thank you, Dad, for supporting my football team. Go Cougars.
Spartan HVAC and Plumbing is your single source for your plumbing and HVAC service and support in the greater Albuquerque area. Spartan has long been based upon the values of commitment to hard work, honesty, and consistency to our customers. And we understand the dedication and hard work that today's youth put into striving to be the best. Spartan proudly sponsors New Mexico Youth Sports, and you can reach out to us 24/7 at 505-399-0065.
We got the official stat sheet, Sebastian Noel, Steve Davis. There's double-doubles, Steve, and then there's what Calvin Windley's doing tonight. 14 points, 17 rebounds, including 8 offensive boards to go with 4 dimes. What a night for Calvin Windley. The game's not quite put to bed yet. Free throws would help, though, if you're a Warriors fan.
But time is running out for the Eagles. They got to have one surge of energy.
Free throws no good.
With the 3-minute. At the 3-minute mark.
The Eagles are shooting 21% from the field in the second half. And even worse, the three-point shooting, 2 for 14.
But here's the thing: they're still they're not out of the game.
Yeah, but it's getting close.
It's getting close.
Hill downhill, Jaquan into the corner. Mendoza, they have to have this. Oh, they finally get one.
They got some life right now. Now can they get a turnover?
It's just a third 3 of the half.
See if they pull it out or they attack.
Bailey to Ross, almost shuffled to feet. Left hand at the 10 for Taryn Ross.
Great finish by Ross right there.
And that's all Ross was doing pregame, was working on that left-hand finish at the rim with his assistant coach, Mark Hennig. Hennig was just feeding him one post entry after another. Can it fall? Yes! Chance at a three-point play from McCarr.
This game ain't over. I mean, this is a long way from over.
Chance to cut it to 4. Watch the finish from McCarr. And that looked like Holman got in there and hacked down on him. 4th foul on Zoe. That's important because if the Eagles could somehow get this into overtime, Holman's been a key piece. All right, Steve, 4-point game, 2:24. Some pressure. Sharp back in on the substitution. Bailey. Bailey for three. Cold-blooded three for Karan Bailey.
Boy, that was a pressure shot at the right, timely shot.
29 points for Bailey. And the rebound's pulled down by Gonzalez ahead of the pack transition. Oh, here. And the layup's good on a finger roll from Calvin Windley.
I'll tell you what.
They answered that, didn't they?
They did. It's right back to 9 points.
85-76. Hill working on the dribble. And he's fouled. Windley, 1-1. Fouls on Windley. That's his third. They'll send Hill to the line. Jaquan's got to be gassed, Steve.
You said that right. I mean,
who averages 41 minutes a game? That's Jaquan Hill. That's unreal.
And they kind of threw that up and missed the free throw.
Inside. It's a travel. Coach was imploring Ross to go up with authority. He wanted a jam there. He thought that was soft upstairs. 92 seconds. 85-76. Makar inside, working on the up and under. Blocked partially. It falls back to Makar and a timeout. 85-78, buck 18 to go in regulation. Timeout, Eagles.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
For 5 generations, we've been building New Mexico. That history is in every repair we make. Today, we're United Plumbing LLC. We're still local, still family-owned. That means professional expertise. And knowing you'll always get honest service from a skilled technician, we're committed to doing the right thing for our neighbors. That's the United way. Call United Plumbing today for your free quote.
Welcome back to Espanola. Sebastian Noel with Steve Davis. Final 1:18 to go. Jaquan's at the line here. Hill's been so good. 26 points on 8 of 14 shooting.
The question is, how much legs does he have left?
Yeah, what's left in the tank?
And you think about this, if the Warriors hold on and finish this game off, you look back at the timely shots that were missed. I mean, they had the opportunities to hit those threes. You know, that old saying, live and die by the threes, is what we're seeing right now.
They died in the second half.
Yeah.
They started 2 of 14 from 3 in the second half. Jaquan missed the free throw short, so I think that tells you what his energy level might be.
Right.
They get it across. Bailey wants it.
We didn't find him down there.
Holman, no look, underneath. No offensive board, and the putback's there for Ross. Coach, I think, was imploring Ross to jam that home. 87-79.
Ross still, they got numbers.
There's a foul. I think they're going to get sharp on that foul on the way out. Yep.
Well, the Warriors right at their average. 87 points is what they're averaging per game, and they're right there.
can see how they score so many points as well with a matchup nightmare in Karan Bailey and Calvin Windley. Free throws here for Taryn Ross.
You know,
Ross is also approaching double figures.
What's amazing, and I use that word composure, they've kept their composure the whole game, and they never got rattled. They got down early in the game and just fought themselves back, tied the game up at 45-45 in the first half.
They weathered the storm, is what you're saying, Steve.
Good point. Good point.
And they certainly have. Free throw coming here for Ross.
You know, and they did it on the road, which shows, you know, it even shows you how well this team is coached and the discipline they have.
Eagles need some threes quickly. Sharp going to go downhill. Sharp, high window. The layup off the window. 88-81. 28 seconds in regulation as the fans start to head for the exits. They get it to Holman in the corner. Bailey, he's been the man tonight. He fakes the three. He's not going to take it.
Great discipline right there.
There is a second between the shot and the game clock here. 88-81. Looks like that could be the final. We'll get the final numbers. The hardest part about tonight is going to be picking a player of the game between Karan Bailey or Calvin Windley. They were fantastic, Steve. Anytime a guy approaches 20 rebounds, I think you got to give it to him. The three will count for Mendoza. We'll wait on the final stat sheet. Second 3 in the half for Mendoza. But just not enough help in the second half for Hill. 88-84 is the final score. It's the Eagles dropping a tight one and a disappointing one. With that first half production, Steve, we knew the game was up for grabs, but you had to feel good about the way things were going.
Well, it's real simple. You had to play 40 minutes of the game. Okay, they played a great first half.
Pass that headset to Coach Dominguez real quick. Steve, he's right behind you. Coach, glad you could spend a little bit of time with us here after a little bit of a tough one, an 88-84 loss. What got away from you there in the second half?
I think we're just a little tired. I think fatigue showed up. I mean, I don't know what we shot from the field. I think last time I saw we were 20-some% from the field the second half. We just looked tired. 3 games in 4 days. Some guys playing a lot of minutes.
Obviously, you saw Karan Bailey on film. You saw Calvin Windley on film. It was tough to stay in front of those two tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, we knew they were going to be a problem. And then, you know, with KJ getting hurt early, you know, just kind of put us in a bad spot where we had to play small and just, you know, some guys that haven't played very much yet had to step up, and, you know, it's new to them, and you know, you could see it out there. But I mean, we gave ourselves chances at the same time,
and they showed some fight till the end. I mean, they cut it close at the end there. Jaquan had to take over. He knew he had to, and he kind of stepped up a little bit at the end there. I mean, you have to be so happy about a few things exiting this game.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're going to be okay. We just, you know, we got to get a little bit of rest under us, and we got to get healthy. But, you know, of course, health isn't something you can control. So, but I thought our guys played it. I mean, I thought they played hard. I think we just ran out of gas.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. I know you want to get back into the locker room, so thanks for stopping by. 88-84 is the final. Nelson over Northern, the Eagles. They lose a tie. When Steve, put that back on one more time for your final thoughts here. I would love to see a final stat sheet. That's why I'm kind of trying to stall a little bit here, because I want to see a final stat sheet. But, I mean, you had to be very impressed with the way Nelson closed out this game.
No, I tell you, they did. I mean, and I use that word, composure, and on the road. I mean, elements, you know, coming off a loss to Fort Lewis on Saturday night and getting down over in double figures in the first half, tying the game at halftime, and finishing the game out. I mean, it's still, you think about this game, 88-44 was the final, and you know, it's just it was a great game to be part of.
Well, if you had to pick one for player of the game, would you go with Karan Bailey or would you go with Calvin Windley?
I just go with both of them. I mean, just make it real.
Allowed, Steve,
I make that executive decision. And
how good was Windley off the bench? Not even a starter. We did not receive a final stat sheet, but I think he could have finished the game with 20 rebounds. At the last stat sheet I had him at 14 and 17, and that was still with a couple of minutes, 3:08 to play. So the night for Windley off the bench was ridiculous.
It was. I mean, a great performance. But, again, Bailey was there the whole game and just, kept battling, and really Northern had no answer for him.
And you remember we talked about how clean of a game this was, right? At halftime, 2 turnovers for Nelson, 6 turnovers for Northern. Well, I mean, 11 and 10 is what I had at the last stat sheet. And this was a fun game to watch. Well executed. I think Coach Dominguez, I know you didn't have your headset on, but Coach Dominguez talked about it.
I listened to it, yeah.
Maybe some guys just running out of gas? Playing a lot of minutes right now.
Played a lot of minutes, and, they're going to have a player, Sanchez, coming in here, and no deal, that'll help them. But, their legs got to them on the thieves. That showed up in the second half, and they just could not buy a 3. And, you look at the stats, if we had the stats, would be very, very similar across the board except for the shooting percentage.
Right. Yeah, we'll let you go ask for a final stat sheet, Steve. Another thing that Nelson was able to do was control things with 6 guys, right? I mean, obviously Windley played 30 minutes off the bench, but other than that, Coach didn't have to go very deep into that bench, and his starters were pretty efficient, especially with Bailey and Windley. Coach Dominguez, we talked about his lack of depth. Montoya playing 20-plus minutes off the bench. Sharp playing 20-plus minutes off the bench. Duda got into this game. Dalen Moyer got into this game. Obviously, he talked about the injury to KJ early. That hurt. That certainly hurt him a lot, as when he lost KJ, he had to go super, super small. And obviously, Jansen didn't provide much. The freshman wasn't quite ready for this matchup. So final stat sheet, 16 and 17 for Windley, 29 and 7 for Bailey. For the game, the Warriors shoot 53%, and the Eagles wind up at 42%. That'll do it, 88-84. It's a disappointing loss for the Eagles, but plenty to be happy about moving forward. For the entire team here with Steve Davis, I'm Sebastian Noel saying good night from Espanola.